So this is a speed time question which appeared in CSAT 2013. It's one of the tougher questions that we have seen in CSAT. So the question says that the train travels at a certain average speed for a distance of 63 kilometers. So let me have my timeline. So this is 63 kilometers and it travels at a certain speed s. Then it says it travels a distance of 72 kilometers at an average speed of 6 more than the original speed. So high s plus 6. Then it says if it takes 3 hours to complete the total journey, so the total time taken is equal to 3 hours. What is the original speed of the train? That is, I have to calculate this s. Now, firstly, I'll give you a shortcut method. So let me calculate the average speed. I know the total distance, which is 63 plus 72, which is equal to 135. I know the total time. This is the total distance. My total time is equal to 3 hours. So my average velocity is equal to 135 divided by 3, which is equal to 45 kilometers per hour. Now, whenever you take an average of something, no matter even if it is a speed, if I have a speed of s1 and if I have a speed of s2, my average speed will lie somewhere in between these two. It may not exactly be s1 plus s2 by 2 like I told you, but it will lie somewhere in between. So now my average speed is given to be 45 kilometers per hour. So s and s plus 6, these are my two speeds, and 45 should lie somewhere in between. So if you see here, if now you look at the options, if I take s is equal to 24, so s plus 6 will be 30. 45 doesn't lie between these two. S is equal to 33. S plus 6 is equal to 39. 45 doesn't lie. If I take 42, s is equal to 42. S plus 6 is equal to 48. 45 does in fact lie between these two. And anyways, this is not possible because we are talking about s, which has to be less than 45. S should be less than 45, which is not the case here. So just by elimination method and using some approximation, I know that this is the answer. But let us say you don't want to use this method and you want to solve it. Now I know the total time taken. I know the distance is equal to speed into time. So time is equal to distance by speed. So now let me calculate let this be t1 and let this be t2 for this part. First part is t1, second part is t2. t1 is distance, that is 63 kilometers divided by the speed, which is s, that is t1, plus 72 distance divided by the speed, which is s plus 6. This is t1, t2. If you add them, I get 3. So I need to solve this equation to find for s, and you will see that you will get 42 again. Now again, the second method to approach this question is that you can plug in these values into this equation and see which one fits. Or you can see 63 and 72 are both divisible by 9. So let me cancel 9 out of this. This equation will take the form of 7 by s plus 8 by s plus 6 is equal to 1 by 3. Again, you can plug in the values in this equation and see. Otherwise, you can solve the entire equation. You will get a quadratic equation of the form s square minus 39s minus 126 is equal to 0. And solving this, you will get s is equal to 42. The other number will be negative, so that has to be discarded. So this is the answer to your question. But you always have to remember that when we are talking in these tutorial videos, we are telling you the exact methods, but in the exam you might have to form certain shortcuts. You'll have to use approximation so that you can get to the answer as quickly as possible. This is another question which appeared in CSAT 2013. Now this says a person can walk a certain distance and drive back in 6 hours. So a person is walking a certain distance d, and let me just take the coming back also on this side only, because basically it means that he's traveling the same distance d again. He's traveling the distance d. So he's walking here and he is driving here, and he takes a total of 6 hours. At the same time, he can also walk both ways. So I use the same representation. If I walk and I walk distance d, I am taking 10 hours. Now he is saying how much time will he take if he drives both ways. So we have these two equations. Now look at this thing. This part is identical to this part. He is traveling a distance d walking, and he's traveling a distance d again walking, and he takes 10 hours, which means for doing each of these parts he's going to take 5 hours and 5 hours respectively. So I know that if I walk for a distance d, it takes me 5 hours. Now if you see in this equation again, he is again walking a distance d, so he is going to take 5 hours here. Now the total time taken is 6, so this portion here, that is when he drives a distance of d, this will be equal to 1 hour. So he says if he drives a distance of d, he is taking a time of, if he is driving, he's taking a time of 1 hour. So how much time will he take to drive both ways? So he goes and comes back, it will be 2 hours. So this is my answer.